Today's video is filled with all kinds of goodies, and when I say goodies, I say something that's good for you, but something that's probably not the most glamorous topic in the world: dictionaries. When you start with a new language, one of the first things you're going to get is a English to whatever that language's dictionary. This is my English to French dictionary, my English to Spanish dictionary, and I give you the world's smallest dictionary, my English to Swedish dictionary. Now these little babies are great because not only do they give you the definition of a word in both languages, usually in the back there's some really cool things. Like in this one, for example, there's just some basics of grammar. So if you're a little strapped for cash and you're not able to get a decent grammar book, then you can probably just make it, for a little while at least, on just a smaller dictionary. You can get the basics of grammar. There's usually verb tables and the days of the week, numbers, and things like that. So that'll get you on your basics. Once you start improving in your language skills, dictionaries kind of become like training wheels. Eventually you want to take them off. And the way to do that is to get a monolingual dictionary. This is a monolingual dictionary in Spanish. Every single word printed in this dictionary is in Spanish. There's nothing in English. If you want to look up bicycle, for example, you're going to have to know the Spanish word for bicycle. And when you read the definition, it's all going to be in Spanish. The great thing about these is the fact that you can't use them as a crutch anymore. You've got to know the language. You have to know the parts of speech. But don't worry, by the time you get to these, you're going to be using them faster than you realize you're actually reaching for them. You can also get some more specialized publications. This is a French thesaurus dictionary. Now, to be completely honest, this is the first one I've ever seen in my life. I found this in my local Goodwill. And as a matter of fact, I found both of these at Goodwill. These were probably, they were $3 US plus tax. So they're really not that expensive. And the great thing about this is not only do you get the definition for every entry, you also get the synonyms. So you've got a 2-in-1. But remember, back, written in French, everything in French. So when you're starting out with a language, you're going to need a dictionary with 2 languages. Whatever your source language is, or your native language, which in my case is English, and your source language, which in this case is French, in this case is Spanish, and in this microscopic guy is Swedish. And this will get you going for really a long time, and you'll never have to get rid of these. I mean, you'll actually need these at some point. You know, you'll want to go back. But when you're ready for the big boys, a monolingual dictionary is going to be your best friend because it's going to force you to stay in that language and not get out of it. By the time you start using these, you're going to realize that you're not relying on your native language as much. And I mentioned earlier that I got these at a Goodwill store. If you live near a university, you can probably get these pretty cheap. You can also find these on Amazon. Just do a search for a monolingual dictionary. Or if you really want to go out and exotic, you can go monolingual dictionary and thesaurus. And these will be a well-used weapon in your arsenal as you grow as a writer. Thanks a lot, and I will see you in the next video.